Throughout generations, poets have captivated us. They have opened our minds and touched our hearts with their words. Poets like William Shakespeare, Edgar Allan Poe, Robert Frost, and Theodore Geisel, also known as Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss. What does one say about one of the most incredible influences of our entire history? The style of green eggs. I mean, you can't explain it. That man was a genius. And when you're talking about Dr. Seuss, wow.
Theodore Geisel was born in 1904, Springfield, Massachusetts. Good name for a city. He went to Dartmouth College, the University of Oxford, and he studied English literature. He wrote many different poems before he started doing children's books. In fact, one of them is searching deep into darkened places, reaching into vacant spaces. I touch only shadow face, where are you? Empty cave and endless mountains, dusty, dry, deserted fountains, pathless, groping, I move hoping. Where are you? Past sunless birds on leafless trees, cross waveless oceans, silent sea. Through fumbling nights that find no day, I move and I try to find my way. This is Dr. Seuss.
Throughout World War II, Dr. Seuss wrote screenplays for war effort. And in 1947, he won an Academy Award for his film, Design of Death. Dude, I'm so bad.
He won an Academy Award?
Yes, he did. He was also an avid political cartoonist and wrote political cartoons in newspapers throughout the country.
I was uninformed of this knowledge. That's very cool. Very, very cool.
Yes.
I wish I was Dr. Seuss.
I was a little tyke. I read Dr. Seuss. Now I'm a big burly construction worker and I'm still reading him because he is so cool.
Some of these many books that Dr. Seuss wrote for kids are One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, and Hop on Pop, which is actually one of my all-time favorites. Of course, everyone knows The Cat in the Hat. And we got Green Eggs and Ham, and Fox and Socks, wonderful tongue twisters in that one, and Are You My Mother? All of these are really good books by Dr. Seuss, and they all share a certain lesson in life that kids really need to learn.
So be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. In the realms of imagination, Dr. Seuss explored the great ocean of the unknown. And in his words, touched the hearts and lives of kids and old people alike.
In addition to his Academy Award, he won a special Pulitzer Prize for kids' educational books.
In addition to that, he won another Academy Award. That's right, 2 Academy Awards. He won the second one for creating this cartoon character named Gerald McBoing Boing. But 2 Academy Awards and 2 Pulitzer Prize, I'm sorry, 1 Pulitzer Prize, that is a lifetime contribution.
Easy game to play. Here's an easy thing to say. You socks, 2 socks, whose socks, Seuss socks. Who sews those socks? Sue sews, Sue's socks. Who sees, who sue, who knew socks, sir? D. Sue Sue, Sue's new socks, sir. That's not easy, Mr. Fox, sir. Who comes? Crow comes. Slow Joe Crow comes. Who sews? Crow's clothes. Sue Sue's crow's clothes. Slow Joe Crow new Sue's whose clothes? Seuss clothes. This is a really tasty book. You should read it sometime.
Oh, should I now?
Yes.
Is it as good as Cat in the Hat or The Grinch That Stole Christmas?
Not quite, but almost as good.
Because of all the imagination and his artistic abilities, I think those are the two that stick out in my mind.
I respect those books greatly. Makes me warm and fuzzy. Dr. Seuss, man. Dr. Seuss.
In all of Dr. Seuss's books, man, like, they're all for the children, and they all teach a valuable lesson, as well as adults, you know? Like, my dad even still reads Dr. Seuss. I'm gonna read Dr. Seuss until I die. Just the lessons that are behind here, you know? You can't see them right off the bat, but if you really think about them, I mean, man, they're life lessons. They're really good. A poem by Dr. Seuss that not many people know, but it really gives kids a sense of, you know, being special, you know? I mean, they were brought here by their parents, the only two people who could have brought them here. It goes like this. If my daddy hadn't met up with my mommy, I'd have missed this fine part tonight. If my daddy had shacked up with somebody else, just supposing, for instance, Miss Abigail Schmetz, or Patricia McFish, or Luella McGee, I wouldn't have resulted. I wouldn't be me.
Dr. Seuss will live forever in the hearts of millions of people who read his books, and through his words and through his art, Dr. Seuss will live on forever.
Growing up, my parents always read me Dr. Seuss, and it has instilled an imagination in me, spoken with visuals, everything, and I plan to pass that along to my children as well.
It's actually really a shame because a lot of Dr. Seuss's earlier stuff, a lot of his poems aren't even published. He started writing children's books and just people adored him for that. He wrote about 45 children's books in all. During the World War II, he wrote hundreds and hundreds of political cartoons, basically aiding the war and supporting patriotism. Really, he gets the kids excited about poetry. I mean, kids really get excited about the rhythms and the rhymes of poetry, and he's the one who first gets the children to love poetry. And that's pretty much why I do want to present Dr. Seuss, because I believe that is a very important job.
The grass was green.